Across South Korea, a cultural shift has turned getting to know someone into a systematic effort to compartmentalize human behavior into codes. This reaches far beyond social curiosity. Young singles are screening dates using viral Tato and Agen hormone-based archetypes. On hiring sites like Alba Chonggak, some part-time job postings now list specific personality types as a mandatory requirement for application, effectively treating a quiz result as a professional credential. This environment stems from a high-context collectivist society, where individual actions are constantly measured against group harmony. In these crowded spaces, there is a persistent pressure to monitor one's surroundings and fulfill specific roles within family, academic, and professional hierarchies. For younger generations, knowing a peer's type provides a socially accepted shorthand. It offers a framework for predicting how a person will react in a group, helping individuals avoid interpersonal friction before it starts. Currently, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, the MBTI, is the primary tool used to facilitate these interactions. The MBTI has a reliability problem. Because it relies on self-reported preferences, results fluctuate with mood or stress. A test taken on a high-pressure Monday might reflect a professional persona, while a relaxed Saturday reveals different traits. It cannot distinguish innate personality from adaptation. To address this inconsistency, the Z and Alpha generations are adopting Saju-MBTI integrated profiling, often using AI-driven platforms like Sajuptee. By cross-referencing subjective test answers with unchangeable birth data, these platforms isolate an individual's core temperament from the behaviors adopted to fit into society. In this model, MBTI functions like software, the fluid behavioral programming we develop and refine through our environment and experiences. The software categorizes us based on 4 dichotomies: introversion versus extroversion, sensing or intuition, thinking versus feeling, and judging versus perceiving. These 16 codes are typically organized into functional groups: analysts, diplomats, sentinels, and explorers, each describing a specific approach to logic, empathy, or social structure. While this describes how we present ourselves today, practitioners argue the model is incomplete because it ignores the baseline psychological hardware we were born with. That hardware is Saju, or the 4 pillars of destiny. This traditional Korean system calculates a person's innate nature using the precise coordinates of their birth, the exact time, date, and geographic location. The central metric here is the day master, which maps an individual to one of the 5 elements. This element represents the fundamental temperament that remains constant regardless of current social pressures. This hardware dictates the core traits that the MBTI software must run on, creating the foundation of a person's identity. The integration works by mapping the interaction between these 2 layers. AI systems analyze where your current social preferences align with your innate temperament and where they create friction. For example, an ISTJ profile, someone focused on practical planning, paired with a Yang Earth Saju element, produces an amplified focus on stability and institutional duty. But if that same ISTJ software is running on Yang Metal hardware, the profile shifts. This person is likely to be assertive and rule-breaking, using their logical core to challenge inefficient systems rather than preserve them. By combining these data sets, the system provides a multi-layered view of a person, showing not just how they act, but why their behavior might change under different environmental loads. This level of categorization carries risks. Beyond simple stereotyping, relying on personality types for hiring can result in systemic discrimination based on rigid, unverified profiles. However, for the individual, this integration provides a specific map of cognitive tension. It allows a person to see exactly where their social role is demanding behavior that conflicts with their natural temperament, a primary indicator for potential burnout. In social settings, platforms now use this to visualize compatibility through network cluster maps, which profile the chemistry of a group based on the distribution of the 5 elements among its members. Regardless of the system used, psychologists emphasize that these profiles should be used for reference only. A personality code is a tool for self-reflection, not a definitive boundary. Ultimately, a blueprint is just a plan. The actual structure is built through effort and applying one's strengths when an opportunity presents itself. Your identity is defined by the actions you take, not the labels you're given. If you know your Saju element or your MBTI type, share your combination in the comments and let us know if the description fits.